Might have to start making a play here.
Here comes Mindfreak, back behind. He went on the long flank all the way around through mid.
Pop flash play, the timing needs to be impeccable here. Mindfreak's coming through. Did they even know he's here? He's found the pick, still a 2v2.5 on the defuse. How does Benkai find that one? And Leo not allowed the luxury of just trying to stick that one through. The pistol round going away with PARER as well, just trying to anchor and lock this one down. What a transfer. Trex finding two, you've got to be joking. And it looks like Kill have got this more than on lock. All up to Mindfreak with only the Bulldog.
He found a pick on Russ, who was trying to help the rest of his players by sprinting through Catwalk. Mindfreak already living up to his role as the lurker on PARER. But this would be a pretty monumental clutch.
Yep, everything against him here. Door closed, spikes dropped, there's only so many angles can come from the jiggle. Peek.
A little strange by Coldamenta there.
Yeah, now they know. See what's happening here. Trying to peek off of the Prowler. Do not give him this many opportunities. This is where it really shines, isn't it? But the smoke's in the way, but already right around the side. Showstopper in his hands. Jinx making magic, but short work. Coldamenta just trying to hold down that choke point, only finding the one. PARER. Can he control the site? Good one. Oh boy, that's going to be spotting you, Forsaken. Might have to dip
That's
out.
rough. I mean, he is walled off here. He manages to get his rendezvous down and teleport away. But on the other side of things, Jing's gone aggressive without anybody to support. And those are the moments that Guild are going to relish.
That's going to be the Nightfall used aggressively. Forsaken just swinging into this one. One kill found in the players of Guild. No sound cues, no knowledge.
So even while it seems like a great idea, yeah, play for the retake, allow PARER to use all their util. Might not work in practice.
A week goodbye, obviously, so Coldamenta gets some information for pace with his life. See, there was a seize in play, but what he stacks over here. Yeah, Forsaken has worked his way incredibly deep onto the other side.
And already PARER have conditioned Guild. You might think this a little bit too much, perhaps, pushing all the way into spawn and donating a Vandal. And he gives the info to his team. Go A, run
back and forth, and Trex, well, caught with the rotation. Only one player left standing, it's safe. Can't deny the plant. Jing just running rings around him. Adaptation, it seems, now that they're on the buy. Safe does have this operator. The timing is very unfortunate, but luckily, Fragment Nade, PARER still want to be committing this utility now. You can see them starting to swarm into the site, but they were not ready.
What an outplay!
Trex over the top as well. That Showstopper putting in good work. Down to the 2v3. Off angle, off the elevation. Heads being found. Now it's a 2v2. Josh is still 54 seconds left, but safe. Beautiful work with the operator.
Mindfreak has been a clutch monster, though.
The 1-2 tap, you've got to be kidding! Russ just peeking for the information, but he's opened himself up.
Here.
Forsaken capitalizing.
Yeah. Getting antsy. And Russ goes down first.
Destroyed though, and now his positioning is known and just spammed. From afar, the Odin's still in play. Divide takes care of him easily enough. A bit of a satchel play though, Gilda fast on the approach. Trex and Leo, dynamic duo, and finally they're finding their footing.
Managed to get into the B site because the chamber trademark was turned off from safe.
And Russ, what perfect, impeccable timing for him to take that fight into mid. 2 kills going to be claimed. He's helped out his team, but are they ready once more? Forsaken. He's taken all that space in the chaos of the situation, but now he needs to lock down market. The spam is there.
Should be good for this one. Playing together. They now know the position.
Very difficult task for Benkai. The Haunt. Shot by both the players. He'll know that they're around the side, and with the Prowler to guide him. Not enough, Leo.
Divide picking up the Odin, with which he did tons of work. And there goes Russ immediately. First death.
I think Russ was jiggle peeking that as well. It was just being pre-aimed by Forsaken. I think keep up with the kind of tempo as well that PARER like to throw at you. And look at this! Oh, complete disrespect. Doesn't matter. Funny thing is his raw aim. In fact, take away the sound cues. Just make him just focus that much more. The judge. It's going to be the no command. They might just be walking right into this one. The flash. The discipline is there just to try and remove it, but the Device at the bottom of the hell. Now the Rare's going to be played just out in the open. Leo's dealt with, and Jing's already responding. The crossfire there. Oh, no! You've got to be kidding me!
Oh, you can't be doing that,
it's filthy. Enough of this. The Guardian. Trex. Oh my goodness! How has he converted it into this? 3 kills. Enough shots going his way. It's down to this 1v1. but only 6 HP. Him versus Benkai to stay into the map. The repositioning, Benkai's already worked his way around. The timing, does Trex even know about this one? And the answer is no. 13-4 is a scoreline. And look at this, another day in the office, it seems like for PARER.
Definitely.
Who can't collect it.
Very elaborate post-plan setups occasionally, and you can see Mindfreak dropping back here. I think so that he can play some of those.
Oh, the fight being taken place here, right on sand. No coverage from Drop. They've got to try and swing this one with a bit of confidence, and that's what they've got in spades right now. Safe picks up the 2 players, and the defuse coming online, but
here come the snake bites.
The snake bites, where's the utility? It's
there
out
it
with the defuse. Mindfreak's already killed 1. Coldamenta, that's a swing, and 2 kills down now, but the players are so low. Classic in hand. Spike still not tapped. Mindfreak, it's got all the positioning in the world, all the time in the world as well, and the swing just on top.
3 players fighting Dish early, and now there are a lot of people stacked on A.
Guild, are they going to try and fight this one early? The fast lane does block off that line of sight, including the slow orb. No one can drop down with the Brim Molly in place. It really has just split up the entirety of Guild in the Viper's Pit. Well, it's already on. A nade dropped down. Leo just needs to get his gun out and support this one. Orbital Strike dropped on top of it. A lot of damage being just sent flying through. Russ is in a world of hurt. And here tries to move around. The pit's dropped. Mindfreak just playing outside of this one. Trades, is it going to be enough? No. Big.
And Guild know that this is different because they've got 3 players pushing out halls. So Safe knows there could be someone here.
Oh, yeah. He's favoured there. Tour de force, that's an easy kill. Repositioned though, Benkai has worked his way down. This is a fast push now, all the way into halls. 3 of the players from Guild. See if they can do any sort of damage. That nade, impeccable actually, the way that landed. A lot of damage being done, but healed back up, I think. That was right at the footstep there of Jing.
It's the closest to it, and he's only now starting to take space over a Dish. Oh, the pace!
What? Instantaneous, man. The slide, the dash across, and of course he gets the reset off of it. He's just handed 2 kills. Pop off the ult, the man's feeling it. Down to that 2v2. Still the disrespect, are you joking? Why are you holding that angle, man? You're against Safe, he's got a tour de force.
That is absurd, and Guild end up winning the round.
Takes of all this space.
And Safe was posted up actually with his operator looking towards Dish. Got flashed, had to leave.
In their spawn, the Rolling Thunder cuts across. That's a stun being placed. Forsaken, oh, he's already in there. Straight away, picks up the operator. You cannot be taking that angle. Dodging, juking. Nade's going to be pushing him back. 34 health. Holds down Mouse. One, but not enough to claim the kill. The spike, though, this could get dangerous now for PARER. And it's a fast play. Look at that double satchel right into the headshot. Trex and Leo to combine it all together.
What a wonderful retake from Guild. That's the Guild that we've been seeing so far in the tournament. The fast retake, the ults were perfect, the coordination. Oh, wow. Oh,
he's walled off away. I think that's miscoordination, obviously, because the teleport was in place. We could get out of there, but finally, we see that tempo. All the utility just being dumped into the back of the site. Forsaken already deep within tower. He spotted it, but he just can't quite find the head still. They give him a bit of covering fire, but, I mean, the overdrive, it's not the best weapon for the job, is it? It can't quite go through the walls, but it does enough. This one, the timing, the stun, and the positioning.
It's beautiful.
It is good.
Well coordinated between Leo and Coldamenta. They get the punish. Starting with a safe squeeze. What? He gets the damage. Does he get out?
No way! Right underneath the ropes. That's such a tiny angle, but still he will fall. Safe goes down, but the 4 players of Guild, they've got to just try and push their way through. Stunned up though. The trademark, the slow field, it's all activated. Trex, he does well. He does return back with a couple of more kills, and it's a quick repush right into Arcade.
No!
The knife is out!
You've got to be kidding me!
Out!
Jing and Russ both run out of bullets, and Jing adapts faster and pulls out the knife for a quick shank.
Attempt there, you can see the smoke was popped off earlier into Arcade. Benkai is holding this. What is going to be it? Well, the contact, that's what they were waiting for. Rolling Thunder, that connects onto them. And now the overdrive. Stuns into stuns, but the kill's being found. 2 drop down. Guild going to be donating those weapons if the other one can be received.
Forsaken's still
here. He's already here, man. He's already here. Oh my goodness, 14 seconds left. The slow orb dropped down. The response is instantaneous. The kills are flooding through. Safe is able to find some significant value. Oh, Forsaken just beaming him down, man, and the thrifty win once more.
Safe, of course, with the tour de force. But it's the same kind of trap play, this time with Jing just swinging with a fault line.
Forsaken seems worried.
As soon as the fault line comes in, though,
left.
he runs back into tower to try and punish whoever would be scaling.
It's, there's Leo's fault line finally being used, but now, yeah, line of sight angle, watch down, players onto the site, but the crossfire, oh, it's there. 4 players alive. Leo, not much you can do in that scenario, and it was Benkai using wants nothing to do with it. This is an instant fast response. Look at how quickly they're moving into arcade.
And do they predict the reaction here? Yes, Benkai throwing down the stun, wondering if they could even be further along than they are.
Yep, now with a double satchel play into the showstopper right on top of the steps. Trex is good for it. Now the orbital strike. Benkai, oh, he's gifted with 1. Cool, calm, and collected just the 1 though, before he eventually will fall to the ultimate. Side control gain, they have to try and deal with Jing though, and he was into that corner isolated, back against the wall.
Very nice play from Russ and Safe, putting pressure on him from 2 different directions.
Time pressure being put on here. Mindfreak might be in a bit of trouble. Stun force through. There's that molly and the spam because they can just hear the taps coming down, and a great round by Guild. It's looking a bit worrying maybe for Guild, but Safe, he's gonna fall. Drops down, stun into the corner.
They get back in time to help Jing.
It's an instant pivot though. They're gonna start to move into their own spawn. They're not even gonna be going towards the A site.
What a call, what an audible from Coldamenta.
How does he manage this one? Let's see if they can even manage to get this spike down to try and close it out. Benkai, operator in his hand. He's not the usual weapon for the job, and he's removed.
Mindfreak still has his wall to cut these players off.
Oh my goodness.
And the Sages go 1 for 1.
The return of fire, they get it, but still the Brim Molly, it disrupts them still. Fault line being held by Leo off the tap. Gonna be using it at the choke point just to try and stop them from getting through, but now Jing is gonna start to stick this one, pushing forwards, trying to hold it. They need to spam it. They need to get through this, and they can't do it. It's not enough. It's held at the end of the day. Jing, he brings it to OT for his team. They want to try and face each other maybe into halls, and big dump of utility right over towards the B site. Usually there's a threat behind it, and Forsaken, well, he's going to be trying to follow up. The spam tries to predict where it might be, and while all this was going on, you gotta be kidding to give up any positioning of this one. Jing, he plays up onto drop as well. He walled himself up now, so they've got this good crossfire and a setup, and Mindfreak, he's just late lurking. This is what Benkai was doing early on all the time.
And Mindfreak, he has the post-plant positions from there. Guild get outplayed in the first round of OT.
Wall, it blocks off his team from being able to follow up right behind him. Just trying to take it, but still they're just squeezing halls.
It's impossible for Safe, and Benkai is still here to stop the reactive push.
Face in tunnel, surely. No, the players now swarming, but they're not ready for him up in tower. Benkai.
But look at the pathing here, under through tunnel. Coldamenta with a great pick. That might be what Guild need, but they will not expect these players at arcade so fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's an instantaneous adaptation. On either side, they're going to try and double swing it. They do find themselves advantage, but they don't expect Forsaken. The late play, and now it's down to the 1v1. This is going to be close out. The PARER is going to be taking this series. Divide with the operator. Russ. So much pressure on him. He swings through, and he just cannot come up with it. Divide wins it out. And at the end of this defuse, that is going to be the series. Under the belt of PARER, they make their way for the first time in Masters into this upper bracket. Normally they're the team that goes out in groups or goes out into that lower bracket. This time they are making significant strides.
And it was a hard-fought victory on Fracture, it really was, and full credit to Guild for waking up. But PARER looked like a different beast. This is the team that went 4th place in Masters Reykjavik, and to me they look better this time around. And I think part of that, Brent, is that they've made their way